The kids may be back in school, but there are still a few weeks of summer weather left. So we say sneak on in an extra day trip and a great place to do it. One of Utah's most popular destinations, the Uintahs. Natalie Ockey with Utah's Adventure Family has a long list of fun things to try all in that general area. And you see this is a great time actually to visit the Uintahs late summer.
Yes, this is the perfect time because the heat kind of hangs on. So it's really hot here still, but if you go to the Uintahs, it's usually 10, 15, even 20 degrees cooler. And we love to be up there as the leaves start to change color and it's less crowded.
All benefits to celebrate. So I hear high Uintahs and I think intense hiking, like aggressive, hard day hikes. But you see there are a lot of family-friendly spots to consider.
Yes, we have found so many easy hikes that kids can do. And so that's what we're talking about today.
All right, let's map out these day trips for our viewers, starting with something for a family who maybe just wants to go out sightseeing. You're sending us to Provo River Falls.
Yes, so if you just want to drive on the Mirror Lake Highway, which is beautiful in itself, you can stop at Provo River Falls, and it's just a few steps down to this beautiful waterfall. You can see it right here, and if you feel a little adventurous, you can walk down the trail, and there are 2 other cascades that come down, and you can see them. You can put your hand in the water, put your feet in. The water is always freezing up on the Mirror Lake Highway.
No matter the time of year.
No matter when.
So brace yourself.
Yes,
You've been warned.
We usually don't swim here, but we put our feet in if we're brave.
How beautiful, though. Look at the way that just falls over those natural rock formations. So pretty.
It is.
So pretty. If a family wants a little more adventure, then you recommend Teapot Lake.
Yeah, so this is just a little bit further along, and you can stop and just look at this lake from the side of the road if you want, but we recommend walking around. It's just a mile loop around the lake.
Magic.
It is. It's just beautiful with the mountains in the background, and you can be right along the water. You can fish if you want. And it's just fun to be there as a family out in nature.
That's one of those sceneries where you just stop and pinch yourself and say, thank you, Utah. I mean, we get it all here, don't we? The trees, the mountains, the water. It's just amazing. Look how pretty that is. Fair Lake, not too far from that.
No, it's a little bit, well, it's a little bit further, but they're all kind of in a line right along Mirror Lake Highway. And Fair Lake is also a mile. It's a half mile out to the lake. It's a little bit harder. Not hard though. It just doesn't stay flat around the lake.
Gotcha. So older legs maybe.
Older legs, yes. And there's just rocky, rocks on the trail, so you want to be careful. But
meaning not my 2-year-old, right? Right. Older legs being 5 and above, perhaps.
Probably.
Okay.
Or if you have a good little hiker, you could take them. But there's little boardwalks along the way, and we see beautiful wildflowers if it's the summertime, and the lake's just fun to visit.
Is this a crowded path?
No, we have actually never seen anyone on this trail, which I think is amazing.
Guess what? You're going to have some friends now.
I know, it's true.
Thanks for sharing, though. But that's nice. Kind of a quiet, lesser traveled sort of a path.
Yes.
All right, Ruth Lake made your list as well.
Yes. Now this one's a little longer, so it's a mile up to the lake, and you do climb up. I want to warn everyone because some people like to stick with those flat trails, but the trail along is so beautiful. You walk along a little stream. It's just green. You can see I was standing by that sign that said Ruth Lake, and we came to this little pond. And we thought, this is Ruth Lake, because there was a sign there. And then some people came down the trail and said, oh no, it's just a little further. And just a few hundred yards, we came to this beautiful lake.
Oh, there it is.
It's huge. It's crystal clear. We could see huge fish swimming in it.
Is it a good spot for fishing?
Yes. There's a lot of places to fish on the Mirror Lake Highway. I read that there are over 1,000 lakes up there, and over 500 of them are stocked with fish. So.
Okay, see, who knew? I mean, I'm sure people knew, but this girl didn't. That's amazing to hear things like that.
We're not big fishermen, women, people in our family, but for those that are, this is a great spot to visit.
Awesome. All right, there's still a few weeks to get out and go camping. Where would you recommend in this general area for a family-friendly spot?
Okay, there's Mirror Lake Campground.
Okay.
And that's up in the 10,000 elevation range.
Wowzer.
So it's definitely cool at night, so you want to make sure to bring a jacket and some warm things.
Yes.
But we love this campground because it's right by the lake, and you can walk around the lake. You can take a canoe or a kayak out on it, and it's just a beautiful campground.
Pretty. Soapstone also made your list?
Yes, Soapstone is further down, so 8,000 feet. Still high, but
still
maybe
chilly.
not as cold as Mirror Lake. And we love this one that's so shady. It's our favorite campground, and there's lots of open spaces for the kids to play. And we love to sneak over to the Provo River that kind of runs behind all the campgrounds and put our feet in the freezing water again, throw rocks, and it's just a fun place to camp as a family.
I like how you're all about the toe dips. If we're brave, dip those toes in that freezing water. Well, here at Studio 5, we don't consider it a well-rounded day trip unless we top it off with a sweet treat. Something fun to eat at the end of a day of adventure. So what do you recommend there?
We recommend in Camas High Mountain Drug Store, and it actually is a drugstore, but it has a restaurant in it. And they have just good old-fashioned diner food with fries and burgers, but they have the best shakes. So we love to stop here after a big hike or after a long camping trip and get a shake. And they have so many interesting flavors, like chicken and waffles, maple bacon.
A shake?
Yes.
A chicken and waffles milkshake?
Yes.
Whatever.
I know.
Is it good?
I didn't try it. I was too scared.
You're like, I dipped my toes in the water. My adventure streak was over for the day.
That's right. But there's lots of different ones to try. And they have normal, you know, chocolate and vanilla if you don't want to branch out.
Oh my gosh, chicken and waffles. Never heard of it. That shake, though, meets my criteria. It spills over the side and piled on
With
top.
the whipped cream,
Yep, that's the way to do it. Such a fun, so many fun adventures, I should say. And you're constantly posting trips like this, day trips, day adventures on your website. Where can we find you?
UtahsAdventurefamily.com. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, we'll send people there.
Sounds
Thank you
great.
so
Thank you
much, Natalie. We appreciate it.